Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. My project today is another one that is going to be in a kit. I think I'm going to have 4 projects total. This one is a box that measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2 by 1 1/4. Alrighty, and inside here goodness gracious, is one of the Russell Stover umbrella. Now, this pinkish color one is called the Chocolate Tulip, and this one with the umbrella hook on the top is a Chocolate Carrot. In the kit, you will get one of these. And the rest, I also have some chocolate eggs in the bottom, and some shred in there. Of course, I'm using the Playing in the Rain bundle. You get a 10% discount if you buy them together. In the kit, this will not be included. You have to get this separately. Okay, this is my host code. Please put that in if you're going to purchase anything under $150, and I would appreciate that. Okay, so what we need for this project is a piece of Flirty Flamingo that is 8 by 5 1/2. Some basic white for stamping, 2 pieces of the Rain or Shine DSP that are 2 1/4 by 4, and 1 piece I got out of a scrap. So anything that has the flowers, any scrap, and it is 2 1/4 by 1 inch. And what we're going to do, I started on this piece, is cut just the top parts of the flowers. Just fussy cut that, or you could leave it straight. I would probably only make it 3/4 of an inch if you're just going to leave it straight on there. Okay, and that is all we need for this box. Okay, so I'm going to get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 8-inch side. Okay, we're going to score at 1/2, 1 3/4, 4 1/4, and 5 1/2. Then we're going to turn it to the 5 1/2 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4. And that's all for scoring. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, how I have my cardstock is the skinniest rectangle is on the left hand side, and the 1 1/4 inch strip is on the bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. Alright. Okay, so we're going to start on the left, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then just wedge a tiny bit up into that skinny rectangle there. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge both sides of that square. And then the only thing we're going to do when we turn it the other way on the skinny rectangle, just wedge a little bit out. Okay, and that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, now I'm going to put tear and tape on what's left of that skinny rectangle next to the score line. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to get the backing off. Roll back any extra that went over the edge. Flip over the whole thing, then flip over the side with the tape and match up the other side to meet it. Okay, so now this is our back. So we're going to put the tabs in, and I'm going to put just a little circle of glue on them, put the back flap on it, and then put glue on the wrong side of the front flap. And just make sure that everything's nice and square. Okay. Now we need our 2 pieces of DSP that are 2 1/4 by 4. Make sure your raindrops are going the right direction. And we're going to just put them on the front and the back with liquid glue. Okay. Now we're going to stand it up and just run your fingers, and it kind of helps the sides to go in without too much problem. And then just squeeze it a little. It doesn't have to go all the way together at this point. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of stamping, but first let's use our piece of the green with the flowers cardstock that is 2 1/4 by 1. And all I'm going to do is just kind of cut the top side of the flowers. And then it'll just look a little bit like normal ground, like it goes up and down. And then I'll go over to the next flower and do that one. And just keep going until the other side of your. And I have mostly the yellow flowers here, but there's a few little white ones. You could leave it at that, but I'm going to take light Flirty Flamingo and just kind of go over the white with the light Flirty Flamingo, because it kind of brings out the umbrella and the cardstock. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little blur of. Okay. All right, now we'll do a little stamping. Okay, so I'm using the fox with the umbrella for this project, and we're going to use Tuxedo Black Ink. Oops, there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to get the die. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it and get my mini machine, which is included in one of the joining bonuses just to the 28th. You can get it, this one or the blue one, for $129 plus $175 worth of product. If you join, or if you don't want or need the machine, it's $99 for $175 worth of product. If you'd like to join just for the offer and let it expire, or if you'd like to become a demonstrator, I would love it if you were on my team. Okie doke. Alright, now we need a few Stampin' Blends. I'm using light and dark Smoky Slate, light and dark Daffodil Delight, light and dark Flirty Flamingo, and light Old Olive. So first I'm going to do the fox. So I'm going to start with dark Smoky Slate, and I'm going to do the bottom of his tail, and I'm just going to kind of flick it up. It doesn't have to be even at the edge. And then I'm just going to blend in the rest and do the edges, the rest of this little tail. The tip of the tail I'm leaving white. Alright, and then the face, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put, well actually the ears, I'm just going to put a little bit of the dark Smoky Slate on the back of the head and the ears. The bottom of the hands, right under where the coat is, and then just the edges of the feet. And then I'm just going to blend it all forward with light. And next I'm going to do the umbrella, and I'm going to do light and dark Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to start with the light. And I'm going to do every other panel. Okay, and then I'm going to do the dark in the other ones. Oops. Alright, and now for the hat and the jacket, I'm going to use light and dark Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to start with the dark and go from the back to about the middle of the coat and the hat. And then I'm just going to fill it in with light the rest of the way. Okay. And I'm not even using the light Old Olive. I decided against it when I was going to color my own grass, but I'm not doing that. Okay. Alrighty. So now we need our box. And we're going to glue the grass onto the bottom of the DSP. Okay. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on our fox. We're going to put him kind of stepping on the grass. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of shred in there. I'm going to push it down with my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put 3 Hershey chocolate eggs. And this time I'm going to use one of the carrots. Oops, I didn't get that open. Okay, I put my shred in. Now I'm just going to squeeze the box together. And this is just a regular 1/4 inch hole punch. And just make sure you get it down far enough from the edge. It's about a 1/4 inch from the edge. If you have to do each one separate, that's okay too. All right, now I'm going to put my 3 Hershey Easter eggs and my Lindt umbrella, and I'm going to get some Balmy blue variegated ribbon, and I'm going to stick it from the back to the front because that makes tying my bow a little bit easier. I'm going to turn this guy so he's out of my way. Okay. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to tie a knot, okay, and then tie a bow, and just adjust it. That takes me a while some days. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip the edges, okay, and they both, well, this one's untied, but I think they both look really cute. The umbrella edge and the flower edge. Some umbrellas do have the flower at the end. Alright, and for the final touch, I'm going to get my Silicone Mat, some glue, and my Take Your Pick tool, and some loose daisy embellishments, and I'll just kind of put some on here for myself. Alright. Now I'll put a little bit of glue and kind of swirl it. All right. And I'm going to pick a yellow one and put it right there. And then a white one. Just put it a little bit lower into the side. And then another white one. I'm going to put right there. And that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below. I will figure out all the details of the kit next week. My blog link is below, along with the link to my shop. And please subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.